everybody. Today we're working on full body power flow. So let's get started. We're going to come into child's pose, our knees as wide as our mats, so the width of our mats. Big toes touching, and we'll start to walk our hands forwards now. Start to sink your hips to your heels and start to rest your forehead down, committing down to the mat. Start to draw a nice deep breath now into the body. Breathing in through the nose and travelling deep now to the belly. And exhale, sighing out any tension you've collected. Start to use this time to ground yourself down into your yoga practice. Connecting to your body. Connecting to your breath. And just see how you're feeling today. Start to take a deep breath into the body, deep into the belly. And start to let go of your day so far. Anything on your mind. And start to take a moment to set yourself an intention for your practice. For your power flow today. So maybe some energy, positivity. Just take a note now, what comes up, and set that as your intention. Deep breath. With palms of the hands, right down to the base of the spine. And exhale, feel like letting go of all that tension you collected in your body. We're going to walk the hands over now to the top right hand corner. So start to reach the top right hand corner of your mat, placing the left palm over the right. And just take a moment to sink that forehead back down and send those hips back towards those heels. We're going to take a deep breath through the left side body to create some space. Fill up between the ribs. And exhale fully. And again, deep breath in now through that left side body, right down to the left hip. And exhale to soften through the whole left side. Let's travel now to the left hand side of our mat. Walking the hands over, placing the right palm over the left, and once again sinking our foreheads down. Take a moment to breathe some space through that right side, from the right fingertips, right through to the right shoulder, and right down to the right hip. And exhale fully. And we'll go again. Deep breath through that whole right hand side now, filling up between the ribs. And exhale fully. Walking our fingertips back to the centre, planting both hands down. Breathing space into the back of the shoulder blades this time. And exhale, fully allow the shoulders and the back of the neck to soften, the forehead to settle down, the hips to settle to the heels. We're going to slowly walk the fingertips back now towards the body. Just checking in the knees are nice and wide, maybe 2 fists width apart. We're going to bring our hands together at our heart centre, and we're going to inhale, interlacing the hands, pushing the palms up to the sky, stretching out those shoulders, and exhale, sweep back, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Inhale again, interlace, deep breath in, and exhale, sweep those arms back, lift your heart centre. And again, inhale, interlace, lift up, drawing up with the hands, pushing palms up as high as you can. Create that space into the arms. And exhale, open your heart centre. We're going to slowly walk our hands further forwards now, coming into our tabletop position. Checking the knees are underneath the hips, the wrists underneath shoulders, making sure the hands are shoulder width, the knees hip width. We inhale, drop the belly, coming forwards into a cat pose, lift your gaze. Exhale to round. So find a nice roundness at the back as you tuck in your chin. The tops of the feet are resting down on the mat. Inhale, let's just do a few rounds with our own breath. So inhale and exhale to find your cat. Rounding. We'll take 2 more. Inhale forward to open the heart. And exhale, draw the chin to the chest, rounding the spine. One last time. Coming forwards. We're going to send the right leg out behind us this time, so point that right leg behind, just make sure the hips are nice and even. Just going to walk forwards a little bit so I don't kick the wall. So right leg out, just soften the shoulders, lift your gaze, just think of a cow pose. Exhale, chin to knee, finding that cat pose again. We'll just do this 5 times. So inhale to open that heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding. Using your breath with movement. Inhale to lengthen that leg, lift your gaze. And exhale to round. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale to round. Coming back to neutral position, we're going to bend now, so just kick that foot back towards the glute, so bending that knee. We're going to send the left hand round to the inside of that foot. Look back if you need to, and kick the foot back into the hand, and just push the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. So you lift your gaze, keeping your balance, coming into a really deep quad stretch, and then lowering down. Let's go to the other side, so left leg behind. We inhale, open our heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to knee. 2, chin to knee. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, jaw to chin to knee, feel that upper back rounding. Inhale, open up, soften the shoulders. Exhale, almost closing everything back in, so rounding. And one more, opening that heart, lifting the gaze, soften the shoulders, slow and controlled. Exhale, chin to knee. Sending the left leg out long, bending now, sending the foot back towards the glute. Sweep round with the right hand to get to the inside of the left foot. Kicking the foot back into the hand and the hand back into the foot. Bringing your gaze forwards, getting into a deep, deep quad stretch. A really good balance. And slowly exhale down. We can just make sure the knees are hip width apart, walking the hands a little bit further forwards. So bring one hand print in front, spreading the fingertips wide, and exploring the mats with the hands now. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees, sending the sit bones skyward, coming into your first downward facing dog. Your gaze is back, walk towards the belly, really pushing the hands into the mat, elevating the hips. Taking the pedal out if you need to, so lifting one heel and replanting the other. Maybe you want to take a few head shakes from side to side, a few yeses, a few no's, looking under one arm, and then the other as you pedal out your feet. Lifting up the hips to see what movement you need in your downward facing dog. Stretching up the whole of the back, sending your chest back towards your thighs, and pushing that away with the hands. We're slowly going to walk the hands back now towards the feet, slowly coming into our forward fold or Uttanasana. Maybe taking a nice kind bend of the knees, allowing the head to become heavy, softening the back of the neck. And just taking a moment to breathe, maybe some space into the back of the legs. And create that space you need in your mind as well. Pushing the feet into the mat, we're coming into halfway lift the crown forwards as the hips reach back. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, halfway lift, Adho Uttanasana. And exhale, we sink. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Push the hands in, now in towards the shins. Or fingertips to the mat, another option. Lift that gaze forwards. Lovely flat back. Exhale, sink down. So you bend the knees, put the weight into the heels now. So the feet are either hip width, big toes touching heels apart. So take a variation. Sink down now into the heels. Reach those hands forwards, coming into Uttanasana, our chair pose. So we're reaching forward, but we're sinking down. Strengthening the thighs, strengthening the lower back, warming the backs of the legs. Exhale down. Inhale, coming forwards, reaching forwards, and exhale to sink. Just waking up that lower body. Inhale, warming up, soften the shoulders, sinking down so you can sink a little bit lower, and exhale, we fold. On the next inhale, lift up one vertebra at a time, peeling up slowly, keeping that chin tucked until last. Breathing in, we lift our arms up overhead, reaching up tall, And exhale, drawing our hands at our heart centres. We're slowly going to come to the tops of our mats now to come into our sun salutation. So just ensure you've got enough room. Planting down with both feet, grounding down through the feet, so lifting up through the kneecaps, rolling the inner thighs inwards, tucking the tailbone under, drawing up with the core, so zip up that core. Inhale the arms up tall into high prayer, reaching up. And exhale, pushing into the hips now, taking a big back bend, opening that heart centre, very energising. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, take a forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift, ensure you've got enough room, trying to bang head on wall here. Exhale, sink down, bend into the legs, we're going to step the left leg back this time, so a big lunge step back, hips lower forwards, lifting back kneecap and sending the heel back. So you're really going to feel that in the hip flexors. If you want to take a little rock, you can do so too. Replant those hands to frame the front right foot and step back with that right leg to find your downward facing dog. Just move around to get your dog, so just making sure you're sending the sit bones up towards the sky. You're pushing the back foot with the hands, you're sending the upper body back towards the thighs. Really, really feeling the hips elevating up now, and creating space in those shoulder blades. Inhale, rippling forwards, coming into your plank position. So just sending the crown forwards, the heels working back. No low bums, just making sure you're lifting the hips and lifting the bums up and not too high up either. So just making sure you've got a nice long straight line. Inhale, coming inches forwards. I'm going to lower all the way down. Coming down onto your mat. Line those fingertips up in front of the shoulders. Draw the elbows in close to the body so they're hugging. We take an inhale, pushing into the hands, lifting the heart forwards, lifting the gaze, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, sinking down. This time pushing into the hands, lifting up a little bit further if you can. Pelvis pushing down into the mat, the legs are grounded. Exhale, pushing back to table, tuck toes, lift knees, downward facing dog. Take a moment just to take a breath in. And exhale, sighing out any tension. Take a bend over those knees, and we're going to step up with the right leg. Send the right leg between the hands and take that rocking sensation again. Left leg forwards this time. We're going to come up into a halfway lift. Ground forwards, hips back. Exhale, let's sink down. Just going to step back. Root to rise as we inhale, lifting up all the way. Arms reach up overhead. Deep breath in. And exhale, our hands draw at our heart centres. We'll go again. Deep breath in as we lift. Inhale up all the way. Push the hips forwards, find some length of the arms. Exhale, take a big up bend, grounding through those feet. Inhale, lifting it all the way. And exhale, forward fold. So folding forwards now. Hinging at those hips. Inhale, halfway lift, the crown reaches forwards, the hips go back. Exhale, sink those hands down. Let's just lunge step back this time with our right leg, so big step back. Just making sure the hands are framing the front foot, the knee is over ankle and no further so you can see your second toe. Take that rocking sensation to get into that hip flexor. Feel where you need that stretch, lifting the back knee, firing back with that heel. Rooting down with those hands, framing the front foot, step back with the left leg, downward facing dog. Hips up to the ceiling, palms pushing back away, not loading the wrist, so pushing to the thumb and the forefinger. Let's inhale, roll our body forwards, crown reaching forwards, the heels reach back, lifting the kneecaps and drawing in at the core, so feeling that core heating up and working for you. We're going to come a couple of inches forwards, and then bending the elbows, lowering halfway, and then all the way down. Find now your cobra, your bhujangasana, so fingertips line up the shoulders. Remember, elbows are tucked in, squeeze those elbows. We inhale, lifting, so really feel a deep stretch now. And we're going to work the lower back. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, let's twist to the right this time, so detox and twist. Really feeling at the lower back. Exhale down. Keep squeezing those elbows in as we lift. Nice energetic lift. And then exhale down. Coming up forward this time, so inhale, lift. pushing back now, tabletop, tuck toes, lift knees, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to get a couple of breaths in your downward facing dog. Feeling any stress and tension on your mind, connecting with the tempo of your breath. We're going to send the right leg up towards the sky this time, so inhale that right foot up towards the sky, comes up onto tiptoes of the left foot. Exhale the knee to chest, so try and close that gap now, coming in to one-legged plank. Inhale, lifting up with that right leg. And exhale, knee to chest. One last time. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Now when you can, step the right foot between the hands to help you lifting up through the core. We're going to straighten the front right leg now. I'm going to fold our body over. So you're going to get a deep, deep stretch down that back of the right leg. Just breathing some space through that right side. Exhale to re-bend. We're going to set the left leg so it's facing the top left-hand corner now, so 45-degree angle, coming into our warrior one. So placing the hands onto the hips, and we're slowly pressing the feet into the mat, so we bend into the front knee and lift up all the way. So if you need to step the left leg out, you can go a little bit further, just making sure the hips are squared to the front. Send the right hip back and the left hip forwards. Let's inhale the arms up tall, palms parallel, and exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale the arms up, exhale cactus, and one more. Inhale the arms up, and exhale cactus. One last time, we squeeze up using really big, good strength of the arms, open the arms, just semicircle into our warrior two. So you might need to just change those feet a little bit, just make sure the front heel is lined with the back arch. Bend into that front knee, looking over the front middle finger, welcoming our warrior two, Vera two. Checking the back arm hasn't dropped down, so just making sure they're in a nice straight line. Softening the shoulders. We inhale the arms up open to a silent clap. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, sinking down. Flipping the front palm, coming into our reverse warrior. So left arm works on the left leg. Bend into front knee, reach up and over with that right arm. Bringing the gaze up or forward, whatever is good for you. Inhale, coming to warrior two. Right arm bending to the right knee, reaches for the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. Just taking a moment. Your gaze either can be down or forwards, or bringing the gaze up. Just letting the left shoulder blade back. Reach that right arm forwards and sway the arms over into center. Turning the right foot facing the same way as the left, toes turning in. Reaching up tall into high prayer. Exhale, hinging out those hips halfway, and then all the way down. Just taking a moment for your head to grow heavy. Just taking a second, just the weight goes into the toes now. Breathing deeply. Allow the head to grow heavy and sink down. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips come to the mat, crown reaches forwards, and exhale to sink down. I'm going to turn those feet out now, so the right foot gets turned out and the left foot gets turned out. I'm going to bend into the front right knee, popping the left heel, so you can look back at that left heel, coming into your Skandasana. Inhale, working over to the left, and popping the right heel, looking back, sinking the hips low. Inhale to the right, popping the left heel, and then coming back to your left, popping the right heel. We're going to come back to our centre and slowly walking our hands round to frame the front right foot, popping the left heel now so it's facing. So the left foot is facing the front right heel, stepping the right leg back, coming in to your downward facing dog on the other side. So when you're ready, zip those feet up together, so stepping those feet in. We're going to send the left foot skyward, coming up on the tiptoes of the right foot, reaching up tall. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Keep that warmth and that heat going on. And step the left leg through between the hands. Start to straighten the front left leg and fold your body over. is good for you. Take a deep breath and let go of any tension you're holding in that leg. Rebend into the left knee. Step the right foot out towards the top right hand corner of the mat, 45 degree angle. Maybe step out a little bit further if you need to get your balance. Hands to the hips, ground through the feet and we lift up all the way. Just make sure the hips are nice and even, so if you need to just readjust those feet, please do so. Just making sure the hips are nice and squared, so the left leg is back, the left hip is back and the right hip is forward. Inhale the arms up tall, bend into that knee, and exhale, catch those arms. Inhale forwards, and exhale, cactus. Inhale forwards, and exhale, cactus. This time all the way up as we lift. Open up the right arm into a semicircle. I'm just going to spin around so you can see me. So we're going to have the left leg facing forwards, and the right foot is our back foot now. So just make sure the left heel is in line with the back arch. Bend into that left knee. Sink down. Look over the front middle finger, which is your left hand, making sure the arms haven't dropped again. Soften the shoulders. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale to sink. Inhale, arms straighten the front leg, and exhale to sink. One more. Inhale, standing clap, and exhale to sink. We're going to flip the front palm down the left palm, reach up and over with that left hand, right arm works on the right leg, bend into the right knee. Inhale, coming up to warrior two, and extending, so bend to that left leg, left forearm to left leg, right arm sweep up and over. Bring your gaze forwards or up, drawing the right shoulder blade back, reaching with the energy through the right fingertip. The left arm reaches up and over, and you sway back into your center position. Turn the left foot in to face the right, so big toes working together, the heels working out at this point. Palms together as you reach up, and exhale, hinging at those hips halfway, and then folding all the way down. Walking those hands halfway lift, we reach up with the left arm, twisting from the upper torso as we reach up, long line of energy. Exhale down, reaching up with the right arm, lift, energize and twist. Exhale down, walking those hands back in. Turn the toes out, heels draw in, and walking over to the left foot this time and popping the right heel, send the hips low and back. As we inhale over to the right side, popping the left heel. Think as low as you feel like you're going to go today, so just listen to your body, just don't overstretch. Inhale to the left side, popping the right heel. Looking back at that right foot. And exhale, popping the left heel. We're walking back to the centre. We're turning now the right foot back in to face the front heel. Walking the hands around, throwing the right left foot. Stepping the left leg back, coming in to your downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths in here. And exhale, soften the whole body. And again. Slowly rolling forwards to a plank position. So your crown is reaching forwards, heels reaching back, long line of energy. Drawing towards a couple of inches, and we're going to slowly lower all the way down. Resting the forehead onto the forearms now, onto the hands resting. So palms down, one on top of one another. Resting the forehead down. Let the heels fall out to the side. And just take a moment for some stillness. Feeling the energy you created in your practice. And calmness in your mind. And honouring your body by strengthening, creating flexibility, being kind to yourself. So bring the arms away now. So resting the forehead down, I'm just going to wiggle back a bit so you can see me. Rest that forehead down. We're going to bend the right knee and reach around with that right hand on the inside of that right foot. So we're going to send the left hand down, pressing into that left hand. We're going to inhale in. And on the exhale, lift the foot, lift the hand, push the foot back into the hand, and the hand is resisting. Our gaze is forwards. Feel that deep stretch into the leg and into the back. Exhale to lower, swapping the hands over, So the right arm can reach upwards, resting the forehead down. The left leg bends, the left hand reaches for the inside, the inside of that foot. We inhale, kick the foot back into the hand and the hand back into the foot as we lift our body, feel a deep stretch into those quads, into that back again. Inhale in and exhale to lower. If available for you, you can do the same with both feet this time. So reach around the inside of both of those feet. Let's take an inhale in, and on the exhale, we lift the front body, kick the feet back into the hands for a really energizing bow stretch. And if available, if you'd like to rock, I'm going to stay still for this one. Just lifting that gaze slightly and slowly lowering down. We're slowly going to push back now into our child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat again, how we first started. Big toes touching, hips sink to the heels. Walk those hands further forwards. Lift that forehead down. Just taking a moment again to take some deep breaths in. Connecting to your body. Allowing your mind to become still. Being aware of any new sensations. Maybe the heat you've created in your body. Maybe checking in to see if you feel a little bit different from when you first started. Just feeling that energy of your breath travel through the body. And wherever you are, let's take 3 more breaths in silence. Slowly walking those hands back in towards the knees, drawing those knees together. We're going to place our hands together at our heart centres. Close down those eyes just for a moment. Taking 3 more breaths in your own time. Deep breath into the belly. Soften the shoulders. And on the next inhale, breathe into any areas of tightness. Allow those areas to fully soften. And the next breath, breathe in that intention you set to start with. And exhale. Hands together, middle of the forehead, your third eye. We're going to take a bow forwards for practice. Namaste. And bring the hands together at the heart centre. Bow forwards to yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully we'll get back to the studio, if not a few more classes online. See you soon.